Electric cars from South Korea have been really popular in Europe lately. Think of the Kia EV6 and the Hyundai Ioniq 5. And now there's a new electric car coming from South Korea to Europe, but it's not from a well-known brand, but they have in fact been here for a long time. I'm talking about this SsangYong Korando Emotion. It will probably not immediately ring a bell when you hear about SsangYong, but the car manufacturer from South Korea has actually been on the European market for years now. They sell cars like the Rexton, for example, but also their Korando. But not this electric version, but the regular version with a petrol or diesel engine. This is the Korando Emotion, this is the electric version, and as you can see, it's a compact SUV. And from the outside, this electric Korando Emotion looks slightly different compared to the regular version, but you probably don't know how that one looks, so I'm just going to put a picture up on the screen. So yeah, this is what the regular version looks like with a petrol or diesel engine. It has a fairly traditional grille, as you can see, but the electric version that I've got has a completely closed off grille. Well, there isn't really any grille to speak of. The wheels are also almost completely closed off for better aerodynamics. You also get these LED headlights with blue accents, and you can find these blue accents almost everywhere on the car. For example, on the mirror caps, and also at the rear there's a blue skid plate at the bottom. At the back you also get a SsangYong logo in the center, and the tail lights are connected with each other with this aluminium strip, which has the model name engraved, so Korando. The rear lights, they look pretty cool because they have a clear lens. This electric Korando is the most powerful version that you can get. It's more powerful than the diesel or the petrol version. It has front wheel drive, because in the front you get an electric motor producing 190 horsepower. That does mean that you cannot get a 4x4 system on this car, but that also means that you get a lot of cargo space because there's no electric motor here in the back. Now, SsangYong models are usually well known for their cargo space, and also this compact SUV has plenty of space here in the back because you get 585 liters, and of course you can also fold down the rear seats, giving you even more space. And you can set the load floor in different heights, and of course there are some tethering points here in the back as well, and you get a 12-volt outlet here and a little light here in the back as well. Here in the back you get plenty of room for your feet and your legs because, well, there's just a lot of room here. I'm 1.80 meters, and of course the seats are in the same seating position as how I would use them, and I still got plenty of room left. I can almost stretch out completely. Quite impressive. There's also plenty of headroom here, of course, in an SUV, and it doesn't really have a sloping roofline, so yeah, headroom is also pretty decent. You don't get USB ports down here, which is a little bit odd, but you do get a proper power socket, which is kind of cool, so you can plug in your laptop or, I don't know, your coffee machine. Here in the back you also get these nice leather seats with perforated leather, and you can even get heated seats here as well. You also get an armrest with 2 cup holders, 3 headrests, and some glossy black finish here on the door panels. The interior of the SsangYong is pretty impressive. If you would have told me that this was a Kia or a Hyundai, I would have also believed you. Now of course, if you like the look of this interior or not is up to you. What I can tell you is that the materials and the quality in the interior is just very high. The fit and finish in the interior is overall very good. The materials feels nice, and there's a decent amount of tech here. You get a digital gauge cluster, a large infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You get a backup camera, a wireless charger for your phone, ventilated and heated seats, and a heated steering wheel as well. There's also many blue accents in the interior, just like on the exterior. This is after all an electrified version. The seats and the armrest have blue stitching and the door panels as well. And you get this blue decorative strip that runs all the way across the dashboard into the door panels. Alright, let's talk about the range of this car and what it actually costs. Now, of course, it kind of depends on where you live, what the car will cost. In Belgium, I believe it's 39,000 euros. In Holland, it's 40,000 euros. Now this car has a battery pack of 61.5 kilowatt hours, and the range of this car is 339 kilometers, which is about 210 miles. Now obviously that's not a mind-blowing number, but for the price it's actually pretty decent. It's about just a little bit more that you get in a base entry-level Kia Niro with the small battery pack. But of course a bit less than the e-Niro with the bigger battery. And if you add all the equipment that you get on this car, SsangYong actually offers pretty good value for money, I'd say. The car also has some self-help driving systems, and the most important ones are adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist. It also warns when you cross the line, like you just heard. If you use both of the systems together, if you combine them, the car can do some semi-autonomous driving, which is especially nice on the highway. Then the car will keep itself within its lanes, and the adaptive cruise control will keep its distance to the car in front of you. Now, like I said, the fit and finish in the interior is pretty nice, and I really like the infotainment system. It's a pretty complex infotainment system, meaning there's a lot of menus, a lot of options. However, the system isn't slow. Usually the more options you get in the infotainment screen, the slower it gets. Take for example all the Volkswagen models that have a really slow infotainment system. This infotainment system is pretty fast. It's not as fast as a Tesla infotainment system or Android Auto in a Polestar or a Volvo car, but it is pretty fast. You get these buttons on the side of the screen, which are not physical buttons, but there are like touch sensitive buttons. And if you press them, the menus immediately start to open, and if you zoom out of the navigation map, it also happens immediately. So that's really nice while you're driving. You don't have to wait that long and you're not getting annoyed by it. What I do miss in the interior is a USB-C connection. There's only one USB connection here in the front, and it's an old school USB-A connection, which is already not relevant anymore. And there's only one of them, and there's not even a USB port in the back like I just told you. So basically, if I'm correct, there's, well, only one USB port in this entire car. Now, of course, there's a 12-volt outlet here. You get a proper power socket in the back and also a 12-volt outlet all the way in the cargo area, but still I would much rather prefer another USB port here. And what I also don't really like is the fact that the car can only fast charge up to 50 kilowatts, and you can hardly call that fast charging anymore. It would have been a lot better if this car could at least charge up to 100 kilowatt. So how does the car actually drive? Well, like most SsangYong models, it's a very comfortable car. This car is not about sporty driving. However, in this car you get a low center of gravity because of the battery pack in the lower part of the car, in the floor. It doesn't really tilt in a corner, but you can really notice when you go over bumps that it is more geared towards comfort, this car. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one.